I'm going to call the meeting to order. It is Wednesday, April 7th, 2021 at 5:32 p.m. And we will start with a roll call of members to identify who is here and how they are participating. Committee members, will you please unmute yourself, state that you are present, and whether you are participating by phone or video. Committee Assistant, will you please call the roll?
Representative Brees Iverson.
Brees Iverson is present by video.
Representative Bynum.
Present by video.
Co-Chair Meek.
Meek present by video.
Co-Chair Wallen.
And I am here by video. So I'm going to open an informational meeting. And this evening we are going to have a presentation, and we'll have an opportunity to discuss ranked choice voting. We have a number of presenters lined up to talk about how it works. And so I'm excited to hear from our speakers. And Co-Chair Meek, do you have any comments that you would like to make at this time?
Thank you, Co-Chair Wallen. No, I do not at this time, and look forward to learning more about this new innovative voting process. Excellent.
All right. Melissa or Leslie, do you want me to call on the speakers as they appear on my agenda, or do you have a better list of people that you want to call on them? It doesn't matter to me.
So the list you have in the chair agenda is the order that the organizers have put together for us.
Okay.
So you're welcome to call them in that arrangement.
Excellent. So I first off have Representative Dan Rayfield, the chief sponsor of the bill. We are not hearing this as a bill tonight. There is a bill that Representative Rayfield is the chief sponsor of, but this is not a bill hearing, public hearing. This is just an informational hearing, as I stated earlier. All right, Representative Rayfield, are you ready to go?
Yeah, thank you, Chair Wallen, Chair Meek, members of the committee. My name is Dan Rayfield, State Representative for House District 16, Corvallis, Fulham with Oregon State University. Thank you for having us. Very excited to be here to talk about ranked choice voting. I first got involved in ranked choice voting in college and took a class on elections and, looking at all the different systems, the inefficiencies of systems. And the first thing that I realized is the system that we currently use, sometimes called plurality, first past the post, is one of the most inefficient systems. And that's where I kind of learned about ranked choice voting, where you rank your candidates in order of preference, learning how it engages voters in a different way, how it reduces barriers. And it's a wonderful pairing for, I think, this committee that's looking at modernization of, our legislative system and how, frankly, all of us get here. Ranked choice voting is it's an established principle or voting system. It's been used over 100 years in Australia. They use it in Ireland, and it is now a voting system that's becoming more prominent in the United States. Some of the most places that you'll see right now statewide are going to be in Maine and also in Alaska. Just recently did a version of this, which is very exciting as well. So my involvement in this process is I was a fan of this, and finally, when I had developed some relationships, understood a little bit more about the petition process, much to my wife's chagrin, I signed up to be a chief petitioner, and with another person on the call today, Blair Bobier in Benton County, and we did a initiative in our county to implement ranked choice voting, and we walked through that process, gathering signatures, running a campaign. It passed, and for the first time, we were able to use that to elect our county commissioners in the 2020 election. And I think most people will say that it was a very exciting, fun process and very meaningful way to vote, much more meaningful than, frankly, the plurality voting system. From there, we wanted to look at it and say, what should our systems look like in Oregon? And we decided, kind of looking at this, that it would be best to facilitate a conversation to see what type of a system should Oregon adopt. And throughout the summers, or actually this summer, there were stakeholder groups that got together and looked at Oregon's systems, looked at ranked choice voting, and crafted a bill that they thought would work best in Oregon, whereby we implement ranked choice voting in our party primaries and also move our nonpartisan primaries to the general election, a high turnout general election, and use ranked choice voting there. And that is what House Bill 2678 represents, that's currently pending in the legislature now. Now, with that said, some people will say that, and anything other than what we do is complicating and it's a strange process. And I ran a little bit of an experiment in our own household. And so I want to introduce all of you to my son, Adam Rayfield. And so, Adam, if you could turn your camera on, please, and say hello. Let's see if this works. Obviously, I'm in the Capitol. There he is. Adam, you're on mute. Why don't you turn your mute off? So
I have no idea how to use my mom's laptop.
So what I thought I would do is have Adam and I share a little bit about our experiences with the first time using ranked choice voting. Adam, do you remember last November when we sat down to vote?
Very vaguely, not a lot, but I remember that we voted for Biden, and then we voted for all the pace, and then we went to ranked choice voting where we ranked our favorites, and we kind of just went through with it, and we ranked them 1 to 2 and then 3, and it wasn't actually very complicated.
Did you enjoy using ranked choice voting?
Kind of, yeah, I did.
And you didn't find it complicating at all?
Not exactly. There were a little bit of little obstacles, like tiny little pebbles on a big old sleek asphalt road, a bit of big pebbles in the way, and then you gotta figure it out, and then I keep them away, brush them away, and eventually I figured it out, and I did not think it was that hard.
Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate you being here, and you know that you're the best boy in the world. So, and I'll see you tonight when I get home. So, okay. All right. Bye. We thought that we would combat, some of the narratives, how difficult it is that, myself and my 9-year-old can sit down and figure it out, and they've been doing it for 100 years. It's a wonderful process, and I will keep it short there because there's a lot of other people who will talk about the details about ranked choice voting. So thank you for your time and your patience this evening.
Thanks very much. That was very interesting. All right, we have Representative Campos is our next presenter.